everyone, my name is Danny from Danny's Book Corner, and as you can tell, this is going to be another bullet journal video, the second of which is on my channel, because last month is the first month that I started doing bullet journaling, so I decided that I would continue to do these bullet journaling videos for you guys, and follow my journey through bullet journaling. So let me just quickly show you what my September spreads and stuff looked like, and let me just give you a quick rundown of what things worked for me and what didn't, and then I'll show you what I'm going to be doing for October. So I honestly didn't really use this page at all, and I didn't use this page much at all, so I'm not going to use them in October. The only helpful thing that was here is this beginning and ending subscribers thing to check my growth, and I'm going to add like the net subscribers that I gained. Now I think this reading tracker is much more helpful than this reading goals page, so I'm going to keep this and not use this page, although I like this quote, but I'm not going to use this page. It's not very helpful for me. This video ideas page is very helpful, but I'm not going to be using such a big page for doing video ideas in the future. I like this brain dump page, because I have a lot of thoughts. I just like putting all my thoughts onto one page. It's great. I do like my spreads and how I did it. The only thing is that I feel like I don't have enough space to write everything all the time. So what I'm going to do in October is I'm going to expand the space that I have, which I will show you later. I like having this week's goals things, but again, in October, I feel like this is really repetitive sometimes, so I've shrunk it a lot for the October thing. And this month's goals, I've done something different. You shall see. I liked having the timetable, but I don't think I'm really going to need it for the next month, so I'm not going to use that. Honestly, this budget wasn't very helpful for me because I use an Excel spreadsheet to track my spending and such, and I think that's way more helpful because it'll add everything up together. I can use formulas and such like that. I like this September memories page, which I had to extend it because, as you can tell, I only went to the 22nd on this page, so I need to make a new page to conclude all my September memories. I just wrote little tiny notes to remind myself of like what I did that day, or like something that was particularly memorable. I'm giving myself more space for October because I want to try to maybe include some pictures or something. I'm not sure. Okay, these two are probably most of my favorite pages that I did last month, this fall bucket list. I think this is literally so cute, and I'm definitely going to use this because technically fall started like maybe last week of September, so I'm definitely going to be using this page. This page I will continue to use. Honestly, this mood tracker was not very helpful because I didn't keep up with it at all, so I'm not going to be using a mood tracker, and I'm also not going to be using my habit tracker because I did not use that at all either. This is a Christmas wish list, so I'll keep that up there. This is a book wish list and my 2017 reading challenge for Goodreads, so I'm obviously keeping these pages. I'll keep flipping back to these. Now, here is my October spread. So as you can see, I already drew what I want to do for October. So here, I'm going to go and design it. I figure because October is like all fall themed and Halloween is a big thing in October, I'm going to keep like orange and red and black and stuff in this theme. So I just drew a bunch of Zentangle things. I think Zentangle is really fun if you've never tried it. I really like it. So over here I did some spider webs. So now here is another Zentangle design that I found online. I'm not sure what it's called because some of these Zentangle designs have particular names for them. I'm not sure exactly what this one is called, but I think it looks really cool. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to color these Zentangles with colored pencils, because I think they look cool when you outline them in these pens and then you color them in with colored pencils. So this one I'm using like a brownish orange color. It's very fall, very October. And I'm going to do this little design over here in red. This is a very simple design to do. I just want to fill up this little space that I had. And I'm also going to do this over here in red as well. And I'm also going to do this design, which looks kind of complicated, but it's really not. So I'm going to outline this all in red as well. I honestly think some of my favorite Zentangle designs are the ones that look difficult, but they're really not. Some of them just require a lot of patience is really all it is. I'm actually going to go ahead and outline like the big lines around all of the Zentangle. I could have done this first, but I decided to do it now. I'm going to do this small design down here, black, And then I'm going to outline this final design also in black. Now this one looks really cool because it looks like a basket weave. It was kind of hard to draw, but right now it looks pretty good. And once I do the shading, it'll look really good. I like how this one came out. But this one was probably the hardest one to draw just because of the way that the design looks. Other than that, all these were fairly easy to do. And I find that outlining these is quite relaxing. Alright, so let me go grab my colored pencils and I'm going to color this in. So I just erased all my pencil lines and I'm going to be using these Fantasia Artist color pencils and coloring in my Zentangle. By the way, this is number 41 if you have these colored pencils. Quick question for you guys. If you guys celebrate Halloween, what are you going to be? Do you know yet? Or do you not know? Are you going to make your own costume? Do you not care? Let me know in the comments down below. I am using one of those Artist Color number 9 pencils. Now I'm going to use this number 49 color to color in this Zentangle. Now I'm going to use this number 8 pencil and color. And I'm going to use this number 44 to color in. And finally, I'm going to use this number 5 pencil to color in the letters and numbers in October 2017. And there we are. That is my October 2017 title page. I also decided to do a monthly calendar spread because I feel like this was helpful because that was missing in my September section of my bullet journal. So that's what I'm going to be doing now. I realize I could probably make my letters nicer, but oh well, it's fine. I was watching someone's bullet journal video. I can't recall who exactly it is, but I'll leave their video down below. But she did this similar, very, very similar design to her monthly spread, so I decided to kind of replicate it. So I figured that it was a good idea because she wanted to hand draw it like what I'm doing right now because she felt that it looked pretty rustic and everything. But I like to draw out my stuff in pencil first because I feel like it gives me a guideline as to where I need to space everything so I can actually fit everything on the page. That's the only reason I've really drawn things out in pencil first. Don't worry, I will erase it. That's what I had to do in my first page that I just showed you guys. Down here is where I decided I would put this month's goals instead of having it on one of my other weekly spread pages. And I'm going to add a little bit of orange accent onto each box. And there we have my October monthly spread. Now I've decided to keep my YouTube page, and instead of having that one page just solely for video ideas, I've made a smaller box here that's just for video ideas. I also made a smaller box of videos that I want to film, and I also made a smaller box of videos I want to edit, and also videos I want to post. Now up here I'm going to have a little growth box. I'm going to put my beginning subscribers or subs, my ending subscribers, and my net subscribers. Now one page that I said earlier that I really enjoyed having was my brain dump page. So I'm going to do a similar design to how I did that one. And this is where I just throw out a bunch of random ideas and stuff that comes into my head. Now, like I said earlier, one of my favorite pages, or actually one of my only trackers that I actually kept up with, was my reading tracker. And this is the one tracker that for me, mainly as a booktuber, is very helpful. So here I put the book and the author, then I put my progress in this little box here, and then finally I color in how many stars I think a book should receive out of 5. But because drawing stars is hard, I made circles. Again, like I said earlier, having a memories page was one of my favorite things about last month's bullet journal. Now here is my college deadlines page. So here's where I'm going to be putting down the things that I need to do for these certain schools by the certain date. So for example, for Emerson, I have 3 essays to do. And now here we are at my weekly spreads. So as I described earlier, I was going to give myself a little bit more space to write in my stuff. And then down here at the bottom of this page, I'm going to put my goals for that week. And I have down here also a next week box. Now in this next week box, if there's a task that I didn't finish for whatever reason, I'm going to put it in this box so that I know that I have to finish it next week. And that's how I'm going to do my weekly spreads for this month. I hope it's going to work. I think it's going to work very well for me, as I have more space, because as you can see with this class that is in pink, I have 3 different things to do, and with this I have much more space to write all of those things that I need to read. That's all I have for you guys today. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video and watching me actually draw and write my bullet journal. If you have any tips for me of how I can improve my bullet journal videos, or if you like them how they are, let me know in the comments down below. If you want to watch more content from me, either bullet journal videos or any other bookish content that I regularly post on this channel, subscribe down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!